This is for our YouTube channel. You said I should have a YouTube. My son's been telling me that we should do, or I should do a YouTube channel because all he does is watch people on YouTube. Come in a little closer so we can see your handsome face. So who do you watch on YouTube? Who are your favorite people? Who do you watch on YouTube?
Basketball videos, like watching FaZe, I don't know.
Like, who are those? Like, sometimes he shows us these videos of these $1 million people who are making millions and millions and millions of dollars on social media. So I have my glasses on because I'm sick. My eyes are red. My eyebrows are not, it's just not a good look for me right now. But this is just a quick test, right? Quick test. So these people on YouTube are making millions of dollars. There's even like little kids that are making millions and millions of dollars. So he said I should do a YouTube. So here's the first of my YouTube channel, Ari Squires, right? Ari Squires. Go to YouTube, youtube.com, Ari Squires. Hey, okay. So we were listening to this amazing video that I did with Dr. Vicki Johnson. It was an interview that I did. I'm gonna pull it up on my son's phone. That I sent him to listen to. And so, did I send it to listen to? Yeah, I did. I sent him some parts of it to listen to. And he didn't get a chance to listen to it because, of course, he was at school. This is a little bit of it.
Influence. Right. Your children are there, and then you have your clients.
It was a really good interview.
How long have you been in business?
Really good interview.
What has kept
I definitely suggest that you guys go check it out, right? Because it will inspire you to, just jump out there and do all the things that you want to do. And that's something that I instill in my children. This is my son. He is, how old are you?
12.
Okay, 12. And then I have a 25-year-old daughter. And I just instill in them, me and my husband both, to what do we always tell you all the time?
No, don't give up.
Don't give up. That's big, right? What else? This is typical stuff that parents tell their children. What else? No, come on now. What have you learned? Okay, so you know a lot about my brand, right? And you know me as your mom. And mommy's a little bit different. Maybe just a little bit different. Just maybe that much different than what the Ari Squires brand is. Excuse me. So I was asking him, what does he think about my brand? Because he Googles me and things like that. And he's like, telling me different things he's seeing on Google. And so I said, well, what do you think about my brand? And what was it that you said that you were starting to say? And I said, hold on, this could be good for our YouTube channel. See, now he don't know. See, they act shy. So let's talk to me. It's just me and you.
I can sit down.
No, you don't need to sit down because then I won't be able to see you on camera. So what do you think about my brand, my business brand?
I can help people. That stuff. So I see your books. We can help people. It can help them make money in life. Help them move past their challenges. That's all I was going to say.
Oh, that's what you want to say. So what do your friends say about your parents who are both entrepreneurs? Do you have a lot of friends whose parents are entrepreneurs?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? You don't really ask? But your friends were always asking you about your mommy and daddy. Why do you think they were always asking?
To see what they do, to like how they make their money. And I don't know how they're so rich. I don't know. That's the thing.
We're not rich. We're rich. We're rich mentally, but we ain't rich. We ain't rich. We're striving to be wealthy. And the thing about being rich and wealthy is you can be rich and still be broke. When you're wealthy, that means your kids, you got money for everybody, right? There's money stacked and waiting for everybody. His children that he'll have later on in life, my daughter's children that she'll have later on in life, which I don't know if she ever gonna have kids. That's wealthy. There's such a difference. I even know some friends of mine who I would consider wealthy, multimillionaires, but they don't consider themselves wealthy. They said they're not wealthy until they've taught their children how to manage money after they're gone, you know, and how to take the family money and multiply it even more so that it lasts. Because typically when someone in a black family dies, typically what happens is there's money left and the children have not been educated on what to do with that money. Because, you know, there's life insurance policies, there's money in banks and businesses and trusts and stocks and all of these things, right? There's all of these ways that people leave money. And so what happens is because the children or the grandchildren or whatever are not educated on what to do with the money, what do you think happens?
They just waste it, spend it all.
Yeah, waste it, spend it all. So being wealthy is making sure that your children won't waste it and spend it all, and that it continues to multiply, right? And that's a big word that I'm using this year for 2020 is multiply, because I'm looking to multiply everything, multiply my relationships, multiply my riches, multiply my businesses. I want to just do more business ventures, all of these things to multiply everything, multiply my happiness, multiply my self-worth, multiply everything, multiply even the love that we have in our home. So you know, there's a difference between being rich and wealthy. So in your opinion, what do you think is the biggest thing you've learned from me? Just not being your mom, but I guess you could say being your mom.
People know to just work hard at everything and don't give up. Because if you give up, you won't ever get anywhere.
So how have I showed you examples of not giving up?
Like when you're struggling to make money, you figure out how to.
You gotta talk louder. That was pretty good.
When you're struggling to get money, you figure out how to.
That's good. He said, when I'm struggling to make money, I figure out how. That's a hustler. Sometimes I'll need money for certain things. Like I'll need money to make an investment in something. Like I told myself that I was going, I'm not going to say the dollar amount, but I told myself that I was going to earn a dollar amount in the next 30 days so that I can furnish my home, right? That was what I said. Not that I didn't already have money for that, but I didn't want to spend, the income that was already coming in or the savings. I wanted to make it. And so he's seen me in the trenches and working to make it happen. And so he sees that I never give up. And I make it happen. So we got to show our children that. I think the most important lesson that I've learned, which I talked about in the interview today with Vicky, was that I learned from my mom that she accomplished every single thing that she wanted to accomplish. She did it with no problem. She did it. And so that's the mindset that I have. And that's what I'm that's what I'm instilling in him and my daughter, to whatever you put your mind to, you better do it. You could do anything for real. And them seeing us do it is way more valuable than us telling them to do it. Am I right? Because you're going to remember seeing me working hard and not giving up, right? Yes. Versus me telling you. What about your daddy? So far in your life, what do you think the biggest thing you've learned from daddy?
I don't know. To interact with people and don't get mad at people. Like try to stay positive with people so you can work with them.
That's good. I don't know if y'all can hear him because he is talking real low. But he said, say it again.
Don't do what I said.
He said to be nice to people and don't get mad at people because
you can develop friendships and relationships with them.
My husband is mad calm, isn't he? He don't get mad. I mean, I can irk his. Don't I get on your daddy's nerves sometimes?
Yes.
But he will never. He just be so calm. I could just be so angry as just, wives, you know how we are sometimes. I could be so angry at something so small, and my husband would just be so calm. Just he's not gonna argue. He don't have no beef with anybody. You can't help but love my husband. He's just a sweet man. And so, on the other hand, I don't know if I'm sweet. Am I sweet? Am I sweet?
When you wanna be.
When I wanna be. I don't think I'm sweet. I have my moments. I'm nice, but I'm not naturally sweet. Like I'm a tough, I got a tough shell, but a soft core. Meaning I'll cry at the drop of a dime. I'll help somebody in need at any time. That's just how I am. So, what else do you want to share with the people? Because we're going to wrap this YouTube video up. Our first of, and I'm going to put this on his page. Get in the camera. See, I'm not nice. What do you want to share with the people?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing you want to share?
I'll watch Netflix.
You want to watch Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, but just share some inspiration that you've learned from, you've been to almost all of my conferences. Come inside the camera. You've been to almost all of my conferences. We've had great speakers. We've had celebrities. We've had people everybody has been on my stage. I've had millionaires on my stage. Have you learned anything from any of these people?
Don't pay attention.
Huh?
Don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention? You don't listen?
No.
What do? You be on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, you've had to learn something. What have you learned that you can recall? Because sometimes you are listening, especially when you didn't have no phone. He just got a phone.
No.
So what have you learned? Anything you remember? Or what have you learned from the experiences of me hosting events and things like that?
Keep moving forward and don't stop.
To keep moving forward and don't stop.
Yes.
Who'd you learn that from?
I don't know. People that speak.
People that speak. Y'all, I tried. You see halfway out the camera. You see, I tried. He is his father's son when it comes to this kind of stuff. But then at school, and then when it's just us, he's a comedian. He has us laughing like crazy. He is a jokester. He's funny. That's what all his teachers and friends say about him, that he is funny. And he does have a lot of jokes. But not today. Thank y'all for listening. Please excuse all of this, but that's all right. It's all good. This is reality. This is reality TV. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, the fake stuff. This is the real deal, Holyfield. The real stuff. Peace.